$1,000 budget gaming PC, which for some, $1,000 might not be very budget. But yeah, right now I'm recording this on August 28th, 2017, and so the prices may differ depending on the date and location. I'll also leave a link to every item below. So first off, let's start with the brains of the computer, aka the CPU, which I picked to be an Intel i5 7600K, which has a base clock of 3.8 gigahertz. This is a quad core, and it has 4 threads. So even though you may not be getting anything top of the line, it's still a very nice processor for $220. For the CPU cooler, I went with the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo because the 7600K does not come with the crappy Intel stock cooler, which is, very loud and it's just not very good. The Hyper 212 Evo is definitely not top of the line. It's actually kind of a budget part, but if you have any extra money, I would say going with a AIO liquid cooling solution. A few of my favorites are the Corsair H100i and the NZXT Kraken X62. And also, I would recommend getting some thermal compounds separately, which should be only around like $10. So yeah. For the motherboard, which you can swap out for another cheaper, more expensive one, but make sure that it is still compatible with the i5 7600K. Pretty much all you're gonna be looking for is the LGA 1151 socket. If it uses that, then it's gonna be fine. It's a very nice motherboard for $150, and this one, as I said, it needs to use the LGA 1151 socket, which it does. For the RAM, I would say 8 gigabytes is enough for now, but I would still highly recommend 16 gigabytes of RAM. The RAM I chose is 8 gigabyte of G.Skill Ripjaws 5, which it doesn't really matter which one you pick as long as it's DDR4. And yeah, you can still get like any different brand of RAM. You can get the cheap PNY stuff or whatever. You can even get some RGB RAM from G.Skill, the Trident Z RGB, which is a very nice choice if you're looking for RGB, but it's very expensive, at least for what you get. For storage, I would recommend the Seagate Barracuda 2TB hard drive, because for storing some of your games, you're definitely gonna want a hard drive, and 2 terabytes is a lot of storage. So that should last you, unless if you're an addict. And since it's 2017, I would say pretty much every computer needs to have an SSD, or a solid state drive, which I recommend the WD Blue 120GB or the Kingston A400 120GB. It doesn't really matter which one you go with, but well, some of them work a lot faster than others. Some of them are just more reliable. They're both very good. Doesn't really matter. And for the video card, aka the graphics card, I would say either going with any GTX 1060 or going with 1050 Ti and upgrades in any other departments. The 1050 Ti may not give you the most performance, but it's definitely a great bang for the buck graphics card. The GTX 1060 is very inflated right now, just because of the Ethereum mining craze, and the prices are still very high. For the case, I would go with NZXT S340 case, just because they're beautiful cases, they have plenty of space to work in, and also they have radiator supports, so if you are going with an AIO, then very good case for that. And then for the power supply, which is pretty much the last thing for the build, I'll go with an EVGA 650 watt power supply. There's multiple of them. You can get a fully modular, you can get a semi-modular, you can even get a non-modular. And yeah, right now the total is $1,023 for the whole entire build. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button and consider hitting the subscribe button as well. And as always, stay classy.
Connect the dots straight to the start of intoxicating want. Lingering touch, these soft words whispered in the dark. Set my heart